Hello YouTube, hello friends. Today is gonna capture another video, another episode of what we're gonna know and where we are actually with our racing Lada. But today we're gonna try to show what actually we just received from Bulgaria. Some of our stuff and some of our components which actually we're gonna need for the project. Also all the stuff we're gonna see, all of the parts which we have right now, they are not sponsored. Some of them probably there with a discount because we know some of the people from a lot of years or stuff like that, or just because they like to support us. Just go around the table what we have right now, what actually they just delivered to us. The liquids which we have is for the full racing season. I'm gonna just turn out to see what exactly we have today. So I just received a new starter motor from Bulgaria. It's made in Bulgaria as well. It's supposed to be, we have to say, a couple of probably 1k or stuff like that from the weight. So that is literally a lot lighter than the previous one because that's a reductor one. This actually is the fan for the heater. That is the motor for the heater. We have the heater matrix here. Of the gasket, we have couple extra gasket for the gearbox, bearings for the gearbox, sorry. That is the spring for the gearbox, some of the top for the gearbox, that is just we have to replace, some of the sump hooks, that is for the differential. This is part which you're gonna need for the steering crack from the Golf because we're trying to make from steering box to a steering crack and we're gonna use MK2 Golf. That is the top for the heater inside the compartment for the heater matrix, which is this one here. What we have, absolutely brand new one steering subframe actually. That is how it looks like. We have a new bushes for the arms, for the top, for the bottom. We already tested the new coilovers on the old suspension. With the new one, we're just thinking how we're gonna do, how to reinforce them. So that stuff is really, there are 8 mils, we're gonna try to put 10 mils, we're gonna see where the bracket is gonna still gonna sitting here, or we're just gonna make the new coilover to just sitting on top of it. And if you remove probably that o-ring here, probably gonna make the suspension arm weak. I'm planning to do some welding to reinforce them, steam welding or seamless welding, I will see, I'm not pretty sure. Of the oils actually for the engine, for the gear, for the differential, for differential, for the gearbox. This is a couple of products which you're using in the garage. That is for injectors, injector, much easier to take them out. This is a really nice product on Yako. They're making France actually, sorry. They using, that is for rim cleaning. Absolutely spot on product. It's not sponsored, nothing is sponsored, just we have really good friends over Bulgaria, which they are the main dealers for Yako. Our vehicle actually, since I drive the cars, we just only use Yako for lubricants, lubricate. So what we're gonna show here is that is a Yako competition. That is the Galaxy. This is a 550 with ester inside. I using only that oil because we never had a problem with that, so I'm gonna trust this season as well. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 by 2 liters. That's 24 liters. Somebody will say they are a lot, why you order so many of them? Just because that is the only oil which I prefer to running on my vehicle, and if something is happening with the engine, if I need extra oil, I'm not gonna be able to buy it straight away from the shelf because nobody in UK have it. So 1550, that is what from the manufacturing, actually what I recommend from the manufacturing. So That is the reason why I keep to that standard 1550. It's a really high quality oil. It's not cheap at all, but if you would like to drive your car without issue, you have to choose some really good brand oils. And yeah, so that is what we're gonna use for the gearbox. Also 7590. We're planning to do, like, there's 6 liters, we need about 2 liters, but on the gearbox size probably we're gonna do 2 changes for a full season. So that's the reason why we have 6. Again, if you smash the gearbox, which actually we never had a problem with the gearbox, except one of the drift dates when actually was my mistake because I smashed the 3rd gear, and sometimes it's shifting the gear just pop out. But for now I'm not pretty sure I'm gonna do a rebuild or gonna use another one, because that one inside has some modification which make the gearbox a bit stronger than usual. So that is what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna use for the for our differential 8590 That's by the specification. I used to running 7500 140, and I'm not pretty sure this is actually the reason why we smashed the OSD, but we're gonna try this time to to follow the specification from the manufacturer, from the limited slip. For the limited slip differential, you can see here the description. Actually they saying is of mineral oil for limited slip differential. So basically mineral oil on the is much better for rear axle, like our rear axle, because the splashing which is happening all the time left and right, and also has like a sticky how to say it's living on the gears, on the gear itself is living like a layer which is can prevent, for example, splashing the oil around, or if it's 7540, when you get too thin, just the oil is not where it's supposed to be on the pinion on the crown. So with the mineral oil, I believe that thin layer is gonna be just all the time on top of the gears, not splashing around or stuff like that, if that makes sense for you. So yeah, we have 8 liters of oil. Again, we're planning to do 2 changes of for example 2 rounds time attack, and every 3rd round you're gonna replace with the new oil. This is the reason why we have 8 liters. 8 liters should be pretty enough for our season, I believe. If we take it, and if we take 10 all of the rounds, probably not gonna be able, how I said, because of the financial situation. Some people they say, oh, you spent a lot of money on parts. Yeah, I did, but that doesn't mean we have plenty of money for the full racing season. We still probably looking for some sponsorships, because we have only one right now, which is gonna transport our car just for the to the racetracks this year. So if somebody is really interesting, or he thinks our project or our car can make his business to grow up somehow, or just he think it's gonna be really helpful for him to advertise on our vehicle or on the other channel or stuff like that, is all the time is more than welcome. I have plenty of more parts which you have to fit. We have the OSD, we have the steering clamp from the Golf MK2, but unfortunately I'm not able just to take everything from upstairs and bring it down. I'm gonna try to share all information with you on small parts to see if somebody's just interested or stuff like that. All the times he can just drop the comments, ask questions. I will try to answer them. So also here, because that is the new not steering track, sorry guys, is because that's a brand new subframe. We're gonna try everywhere here to be just welded, and to make sure it's not gonna collapse during the time attack this year. We're planning also to do some reinforcements on the chassis. We're not gonna running anymore. I mean, I still prefer to keep the standard arms, because for the purpose which we're using and the width which we're using, we don't need the car to go over the fenders, because if we put some other suspension out from the front and make the car wide on the front, we're not gonna have the same chance to go absolutely the same on the rear. That is the reason we're gonna stick again to the standard arms. We have some poly bushes here, which they said from some of our guys who are running those types of vehicle, that particular vehicle, they said that is one of the most reliable bushes which they use and which they're using actually. So that's the reason why we chose them. So yeah, that's actually, we're really happy because we have a couple of things which we still have to buy. Also, we have a big problem with our cooling radiator because we was to cool. We just actually we left our radiator to Coolx in Nottingham. We went last week. They said actually they showed the radiator, and actually the radiator was smaller, not exactly on the same size what actually asking them. That's the reason why I went to them, not just to send them to the post. But anyway, we are people, we do mistakes sometimes, misunderstanding probably sometimes, all the time everybody rushing, so they said no problem, we're gonna do it. So hope so we're gonna have the radiator soon. Another stuff, we just left it to CG Motorsport in Leeds, our coach. So we're gonna be running this year 215 mils flywheel, which is absolutely the same as the normal classic flywheel for the water. Just is 215 mil. The guy, he said he's gonna calculate everything, he's gonna say how much it's gonna cost. So probably gonna have an answer soon for this. I'm still not ready with the safe equipment like a helmet, suit and boots and gloves, but we ordered it from Yako as well, the racing suit. We hope so it's gonna fit because I'm 190, the old guy, so I measure myself, but I don't know. We will see when the suit arrives. I hope to be not too big for me, but anyway, I have to pay it even if it's not really suit for me. But that's what it is. When you would like something different, you have to take the risk. So yeah. We have the radiator out now, and we can see how we're gonna manage to what actually we're gonna do. It's gonna be a bit thicker than now, or we're gonna keep the same sizes. So this is how it looks like, the radiator. You can see everywhere here is just completely gone. So yep, the radiator here is where it's sitting. This is everything how it looks like. Finally ready. So Coolx, they did it for us. It's a 42 mils thick full aluminium. We're gonna try to run it first like this, fan without cover on the sides. Probably it's gonna be alright, but first fitting of gas shock absorbers, coilovers. Everything is so ugly, but there was the idea just to see if they're gonna fit. Basically, that is how they look like. Even we use the standard water mount for the shock absorber, which is more than perfect. The specification of the shock absorbers are 12 kg springs, 32 centimeters long. Look like where it's on the floor is it's much softer than the previous setup, which is that one. It's springs from Volga. This is the previous setup for the shock absorbers and the springs. Is a Koni 16 mils strut, and they work only on a rebound when they go up. I'm just really would like to see what's gonna be, because look like that setup is more hard and more stiff as the gas shock absorbers. But I spoke with a couple of friends and they said we have to run the car, and after that they're gonna become really hard and stiff shock absorbers. where we are actually. We're not really far away from the last time, and we're not gonna be able to do time attack probably this year because we decided to go on a different direction. Probably that's the right direction. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna start disassemble everything where we are now. Nothing inside, no radiator, no intercooler. We start putting off all of the wiring plumes, all of the fuel, all of the brake lines, and probably we're just gonna do it proper this time. We're gonna just cut the car to the windscreen here. We're gonna install new panels, new underwings and stuff like that. Because what we saw actually, I went further down and I opened my underwings and I cut everything off, and you can see from inside how rusty is. Even the bolts, which they should go from here, you go inside and look at deeper inside. Actually, you can see. Come on, you can see how rusty is inside. So I just decided to cut everything from here to there, install a new underwings, and install roll cage, which roll cage from here somewhere is gonna go up to there, and we're gonna reinforce that part of the chassis because that car had a couple of accidents through the years, and I want everything to be more than perfect for the time attack if you would to be so kind of compatible, guys. So I did a couple of reinforcements through the years. You can see these things here. If I didn't do them in the past, probably the spring or the shock absorber already is gonna be went out to the tower. New wings. We have to do same stuff like that, just to cut it here and reinforce my spot welds all around. Yeah.